And that game was won by Tech. Of course, we told you losers of 5 in a row. And that's when their losing streak started for Kentucky Christian. And by the way, that game back on December the 2nd, Tech won that game by 15, 77-62. And in that game, Danzer had a big game for Tech. He scored 26. Now, the other afternoon when Bill O'Brien joined me for the game at the campus of Tech on Friday, Danzer had probably his worst game. He only made one basket, and he missed like 10 or 11 threes. But he had a big game in that one. And Braden Chapman, who had a big game on Friday with 29, he had 19 in their earlier meeting against Kentucky Christian.
Yeah, and Braden Chapman is, a consistent scorer and defender for WVU Tech. You know what you get with him. As you stated, Cameron Danzer, great shooter. You don't look for those guys to not, have a big lid on the bucket as they did in the previous game. But shooters keep shooting, and I look for them to be back in the friendly confines of the convention center and light it up tonight. Yeah,
Craven also a good three-point shooter, but Danzer and Craven, who you really expect to knock down the threes, they really struggled playing at their practice facility in a regular game on Friday. They only made 2 baskets between them, and neither one made a three. And I think between them, they were like 0 of 18 from downtown.
Yeah, and that's a shocker right there. You expect them to at least knock one down each a game. And let's talk about Thomas Haley a little bit, Marison. That's I think Mr. Inside Out, because he can really take you down on the block and punish you, and he also can bring those bigs out and face up, and he's multifaceted in his offensive game.
Yeah, he's been a true leader, a true pioneer for Tech. Seems like he's been on the 6-year plan. Seems like he's been playing forever.
He has, and it seems like, and he's put all his eligibility to use, that's for sure.
We're getting you ready for the tip at the top of the hour. It's Kentucky Christian from Grayson, Kentucky, under third-year head coach Charlie Pack, taking on the Golden Bears of WU Tech. They're 8-2, also under third-year head coach George Wilmore. We'll take our first break here in the Beckley Auto Mall Dutch Miller pregame show, and we'll be right back after this on Video Productions.
Why'd we settle on skydiving?
Well, it's fall, and we're falling. I thought we could do a commercial about falling prices. Get it?
I guess. Where's your chute?
I knew I forgot something. Later.
During Truck Month, get invoice pricing on all 1,500 Sierras and Yukons, or ask about discounts up to $9,000 with no payments till next year.
Hey, I can see my house.
GMC, we are professional grade.
Life doesn't wait, so neither should your care. Whether it's a cough, fever, or stomach bug, Access Plus is here for those urgent moments.
From bumps and bruises to stitches and even x-rays, we've got you covered with extended hours and walk-in care for the whole family.
You do not have to be an Access Health patient to be seen. No appointments, no hassle, just quality care when you need it.
Access Health, where care meets community.
You have a goal. You know what you want. Start with us, New River Community and Technical College, your community college. Take classes online or in a classroom in Beaver, Lewisburg, Summersville, or Princeton, or step outside the classroom in one of our technical or health programs. Find flexible and affordable options to help you reach your goal. It's closer than you think when you start with us, New River Community and Technical College. Apply today.
Compliance helped me lose 50 pounds by freeing up tasks like payroll, HR, and bookkeeping. I'm now free to do what I want.
With Compliance, you can do what you want to do. Compliance, we've got your back office.
And we welcome you back to the Raleigh County Convention Center. Tonight's game is brought to you in part by West Virginia Orthopedic Trauma and Dr. John Tabbitt. Whether you're in a car accident or you have a sports-related injury, Dr. Tabbitt will get you right back on your feet, and they're located on Woodcrest Drive in Beckley. Also, the game tonight brought to you in part by Cracker Barrel. Love me some pig, Cracker Barrel. Whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, you want the fine folks at Cracker Barrel. 2 locations, the Old Country Store, Cracker Barrel in Beckley and in Princeton. And, Eric, as we start our second segment here, we talked about the first time these two teams played back on December the 2nd. Tech won that game 77-62. But in that game, both teams shot the 3-ball really well. That night, Tech made 11 of 21 from downtown. And also, Kentucky Christian, they made 8 of 19 from downtown. So maybe we'll have a 3-point shooting barrage here tonight.
Those are nice round numbers. I can even do that math. That's about 47 and 48%. Respectively from three-point line. And anytime you can do that, and that's just the way the game is played now, Mayor. So you and I had a chance to talk about the Tennessee women to interject, the style of play that teams are incorporating now. I mean, they shot 63 and made 32. So
amazing, an NCAA record.
That's the NCAA record. So anytime I think that's the motto now: get up shots, especially you recruit shooters, you space the floor, players that, like you say, I'm gonna use your word, that are interchangeable, and all these guys from Tech have the green light to shoot the three.
And to take the three-point shooting to another step in the NBA, the Boston Celtics here about a week or so ago, they've shot 60 three-point shots. They only made 18, but they shot 60. And I was curious. I didn't see the box score, but I was curious if they took 63s. I wonder how many shots they had for the entire game.
Yeah, but that's the thing, though. If you have a high volume, still 18 three-pointers made in the contest, that's pretty good.
That is good, but if you shoot 60, you think you might make it a little more, but it's up right at 30%. If they'd made 2 more, right?
That's right, and that's what you aim for. Anytime you can shoot around 30%, and I think people got caught up with the volume, and a lot of people said that wouldn't work. And then they went out and won. So now it's a copycat league. I see other teams trying to jack it up at that rate as the Boston Celtics. I mean, it's a copycat anytime, and that's what you're going to see now. You're not going to see what we're used to seeing. People in the post, Joel Embiid, people like that are things of the past. He tries to go out and shoot threes just as much as he does twos now.
Well, I'm glad you said try.
Yeah, try.
But you know what, Eric, but you're right. But here's the thing. It's working, but it always works if the ball goes into basket. It doesn't matter whether it's from 3 or 2 or even at the foul line. When the ball goes into basket, a lot of good things happen.
Yeah, and you know me, I'm one of those still old school. I like to play inside out myself and try to establish down low, and that's one good thing about Tech. They can do that with the likes of Thomas Haley, man. If you can get him going down low, he really puts a lot of pressure on the opposing defenses.
And, in that first game, what we talked about when they played back on December the 2nd, Tech's defense is really good because even though Kentucky Christian shot it well from downtown, they made 8 threes, which I can do the math on that. That's 24. They only scored 62 points. So, even though they shot it well percentage-wise from downtown, Tech was still able to hold them to only 62 points.
Yeah, and that's one thing Tech does defensively. They're a way better defensive team than a lot of people give them credit for. They're known for their offense, but if you look at some of their scores, they've held a couple opponents to 55 or like 3. I mean, you're talking about in a 40-minute game. That's pretty good defense.
Yeah, in this win streak, Eric, Tech has held their opponents to 62, 55, 49, 62, 55, and 59. So in this 6-game winning streak, only 2 teams have scored 60 or more, and each team only got 62 points.
Yeah, I mean, that's very efficient defense, and that's what Coach Wilmore would probably tell you, like, we're defending, and that's what's creating better offense.
Yeah, in this day and time when people shoot the threes the way they do, if you can hold teams to 60 or just 62 points, you're probably going to win way more of those games than what you're going to lose.
Yeah, knowing the way you score, and I think they probably have a target number against teams, like hold them to this, and we know we can win the game, and they're going out and executing.
Both teams have just finished executing their warm-ups. They went off the floor. We'll take a break, get you ready for the game at the top of the hour. We're about 10 minutes away. It'll be Kentucky Christian from Grayson, Kentucky. They are 1-12, losers of 5 in a row, taking on the Golden Bears of WVU Tech. They're 8-2, winners of 6 in a row. We'll be right back here on Video Productions.
Yes! Why'd we settle on skydiving?
Well, it's fall, and we're falling. I thought we could do a commercial about falling prices. Get it?
I guess. Where's your chute?
I knew I forgot something. Later.
During Truck Month, get invoice pricing on all 1,500 Sierras and Yukons, or ask about discounts up to $9,000 with no payments till next year.
Hey, I can see my house.
GMC, we are professional grade.
Unlock the money already in your home at City National Bank. Consolidate loans or fund your next big project with a home equity line of credit with a great low intro rate. Visit your local branch to get started. City National Bank, member FDIC, an equal housing lender. Learn more at homeequity.bankatcity.com.
Compliance helped me lose 50 pounds by freeing up tasks like payroll, HR, and bookkeeping. I'm now free to do what I want.
With compliance, you can do what you want to do. Compliance. We've got your back office.
Hey, my name's Paige, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is the crispiness of the breading and the tenderness of the filet. It's tasty, it's warm, it's total satisfaction. Hi,
Hi, this is Tanya, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is that warm bun, the perfectly seasoned chicken, and that pickle. Woo! I love it. There's a taste of my childhood in every bite.
Hi, I'm Leanna Burnett with Window World of Beckley. Are you dealing with those cold winter drafts through your windows? Is it causing your energy bills to rise? If you answered yes, Window World can help. Instead of dealing with those old drafty windows another year, call Window World of Beckley today. Yes, we work all year. Our windows are Energy Star efficient and designed to resist extreme weather. Make the smart investment with our no interest for 15 months. Call Window World of Beckley today.
City National Bank, where you can purchase or refinance your home with the no down payment Champion Mortgage. No down payment, no private mortgage insurance, no kidding. Visit your local branch to get started today. City National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. To learn more, log on to mortgage.bankatcity.com.
And we welcome you back to the Raleigh County Convention Center. Tonight's game brought to you in part by Modley's Plumbing and Heating. Modley's Plumbing and Heating, you never know when you need a plumber till you need a plumber. Never know when you need your heat adjusted till you need your heat adjusted. Modley's, you can dial them up at 304-253-HELP. Also, the game tonight brought to you in part by West Virginia Exit Elevation Realty. Luke Richmond is the broker. You can dial Luke up at 304-256-0101. You can check them out at wvexitelevation.com. You know, Eric, going back to Friday's game, which was a big win, and Tech had to play that game on the campus of their school at across town at Van Meter Gymnasium. Bill O'Brien and I did that game Friday afternoon, and it was packed. It seats about 300, and I think they had 305 in there because, I mean, it was all around the court, and it was a great atmosphere. And Tech won that game 85-59 over Mid-Atlantic Christian. They were led in scoring by Braden Chapman's 29. But also, I think you got to look at this has been really good for Tech as Adam Seams came off the bench, a young man who played his high school basketball locally at Greenbrier East, and he had 14 points. The last time these two teams played, he had 12 in that game against Kentucky Christian. He's really been a major lift for Tech off the bench. He was hurt in all of last year, but he's really helped them. And also a young man for Tech that's also helped them well is Darian Martin. He came off the bench and scored 15 in that game on Friday.
Yeah, and as you speaking on Adam Seams, we had a chance to see him mature. He was a player of the year in soccer as they won a state championship. And the thing I like about his game is he can run nonstop. He brings a lot of energy, shoots the three well, but surprisingly he gets to the rim and he really can rebound from his position. I mean, he plays much bigger than his size.
Yeah, he made 6 of 7 shots, and 5 of those were 3 balls. Or actually, would be four that were 3 balls because he had 14. So he had 4 threes and he had 1, 2, 6 of 7 from the floor the other night. In this series, Tech has had their way as Tech has won 6 in a row against Kentucky Christian in this series.
Yeah, and this is one of those teams. I guess you have their number, as you said, but look for Kentucky Christian to try to come up here and get off the schneid against this team, as that they'll be ready to battle tonight.
You know, Eric, here's another odd thing, and maybe you realize this and maybe you didn't. You know, you and I did the first game of the year back on November 5th when it was Bluefield University in here against Tech, and Tech won that game 67-61. Tonight is the first game since back on November the 5th that Tech has played in this building.
Well, it's funny you said that because I was looking through our schedule, and they've pretty much been road warriors.
Yes.
And that's a good thing. And if you look, they have this game tonight and one more to close out this first semester, and then they're off until January the 4th. So this would be, you know, go in on your little Christmas break on an 8-game win streak, man, and you know, the sky's the limit in the conference.
All right, we're going to have the introductions of the starting lineup and the national anthem. We'll take a quick break, come back, and give you the starting lineups and get the ball in the air when we return here on Video Productions.
Yes! Why'd we settle on skydiving?
Well, it's fall, and we're falling. I thought we could do a commercial about falling prices. Get it?
I guess, where's your chute?
I knew I forgot something. Later.
During Truck Month, get invoice pricing on all 1,500 Sierras and Yukons, or ask about discounts up to $9,000 with no payments till next year.
Hey, I can see my house.
GMC, we are professional grade.
Here we grow again. Pioneer Community Bank is proud to offer a network of banks right here in our communities. By offering you more locations, Pioneer continues to meet all your banking needs where you are. Please stop by our New Harper Road location. We are truly investing in Southern West Virginia. Pioneer Community Bank. Friendly service, great products. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Massey Power Sports is your one-stop off-road and tractor destination. We have an awesome selection of side-by-sides, ATVs, dirt bikes, tractors, and kid machines. Our machines come loaded with features the other brands don't have and will save you thousands of dollars versus the competition. Massey Power Sports offers the best prices, the best service, and the best warranties. Our locations in Beckley and Cross Lanes are here to serve you. Online at MasseyPowersports.com. Massey Power Sports. We power your work and your adventure.
City National Bank, where you can purchase or refinance your home with the no down payment Champion Mortgage. No down payment, no private mortgage insurance, no kidding. Visit your local branch to get started today. City National Bank, member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. To learn more, log on to mortgage.bankatcity.com.
They're not the biggest, but with over 100 locations across West Virginia, chances are there's a little general store near you. With brand name gas and food you know and trust, and an assortment of snacks and comforts that make you feel at home wherever you are. So as you make your way to family dinners and football games around the fire, wherever your destination, we'll get you home for the holidays.
Don't drop the ball. Come see your hometown legends at the all-new Greenbrier Ford in Beckley. We won't be beat.
Take care of this by the end of the day.
Sure, I'll take care of that. Done.
It's that easy with compliance. Compliance. We've got your back office.
And we welcome you back to Beckley at the Raleigh County Convention Center. It's WVU Tech 8-2 playing host to 1-12 Kentucky Christian. And for the starters of the Knights of Kentucky Christian, here's Eric.
Okay, Maris, the Kentucky Christian Knights will go as follows: Jaden Lloyd, Lamar Northington, Caleb Raymer, D'Angelo Stockstill, and Rice DeBoard.
And that's how they will go, with wearing the black uniforms trimmed in white and red. Kentucky Christian is a 1-12, losers of 5 in a row, and under third-year head coach Charlie Pack. For the Golden Bears of WU Tech, under the third-year leadership of George Wilmore, Tech has won 6 in a row overall and 6 straight against Kentucky Christian. They'll go this way. The team's leading scorer, Braden Chapman, a little over 20 points a game. Liam Craven will be a starter along with Cole Chapman, who is the brother of Braden Chapman, Cameron Danzer, and Thomas Haley. And we're moments away from getting the game started. And we'll let you know that tonight's game is brought to you in part by United Coal Company. United Coal Company, always looking for workers, and they offer a no premium, no deductible health insurance with dental and vision coverage. They also offer a company-paid life insurance, prescription drug coverage, and a company-matching 401k plan. You can apply for a job with Affinity Coal. You can go online on their Facebook page at United Coal Company. Well, Eric, we're ready to go. First of all, we got to say, look, we got brand new scoreboards here in the building tonight, brand new 30-second shot clocks, and not only do we have the new clocks, Eric, but on top of the clocks, also the game time, and Tech breaking out a little new uniforms, or at least for us new. First time you and I have seen Tech wear the gold uniforms.
Yeah, everything looks really good, man. These scoreboards really pop. I like them in the backdrop. And I know the teams will like the new shot clocks.
Yes.
With the clock.
With the game time on there,
top.
yes.
Yeah.
And here's another thing, Eric. You and I both we got slicked up for the camera, you know?
Right.
We both got the fresh buff, and they don't ever put the camera on us.
We had to make sure that Santa Claus was going to stop and see us at our best.
All right, it'll be Haley in the center circle for Tech, and Haley, he will jump against Stockstill. And we are ready to get the game underway as we put the ball in the air, and the tip is controlled by Tech. So Tech will have first crack at it. Eric going to the basket to our right. Looks like a man-to-man for the Knights of Kentucky Christian. And Braden Chapman turns it over as he steps on the sideline. And on the first possession, Tech turns it over.
Yeah, and that's what you want if you're Kentucky Christian. You want to get out to a good start, and they force a live ball turnover.
Here's Jaden Lloyd with it. Lloyd had double figures in the first meeting. He scored 11 when they played back in December in Kentucky. There's a wild-looking shot by Stockstill. And back the other way comes Tech with it. Pass to Haley, and he's able to finish at the rim.
Yes, Cole Chapman really dropped a dime right there where Haley could go up and almost flush it.
Yeah, like I said, it was a nice pass by Chapman, able to lead Haley right to the rim and able to catch it and knock it down. There's a nice drive on the baseline. Down inside, Stockstill has the ball stripped, and here's Braden Chapman on the move. And Tech turns it over. So Tech's got 2 turnovers in their first 3 possessions. Back the other way, nice break ram, but they can't finish. That shot comes up a little short. And back the other way, a lay-in, which is good. And I'll tell you, Eric, that will help Cameron Danzer's confidence because, like I said, he had a terrible shooting afternoon in their last game as we watch the replay here.
Let's watch this replay. And this is a basketball clinic. This is what you want to teach your young kids. Bounce pass always gets through. Easy 2 for Danzer.
So here's Lloyd with it. Trying to run maybe a little weave, set up a play here, maybe a ball screen head of the lane. There's into the lane, a reverse shot. That's a nice-looking play that time by Raymer.
No, excuse me, that was DeBoard.
DeBoard, I beg your pardon. You know, I'm having a hard time seeing their numbers. They're very small on the front. Here's a 3-ball put up, and that's no good. And like I said, just cold 3-ball shooting by Tech that time by Craven. There's a little short shot in the lane, no good. That shot was put up by Stockstill.
And I know Stockstill, he might have the most height on the court. I think he needs to power dribble and get that to the rim instead of settling for that jump shot.
Braden Chapman on the drive, kicks it out to Danzer. He'll dial it up for 3 and hit it. And I tell you, I'm sure that he's got a smile for that because most of his shots that he missed on Friday afternoon were all short. He was able to step up behind the 3-point line and knock it down.
And you stated earlier, once he got that layup, all the shooter needs to see is one go through the hoop, and it's go time. And true shooters don't worry about a slump.
Right. You just keep shooting. There's a nice defensive play by Tech. Shot clock running down, 7 to shoot. And Tech's able to get a steal. Good hustle by the Golden Bears. Here's Chapman on the way. Tacks the basket, finish with the right hand.
A lot of contact.
Yes.
Letting them play.
Braden Chapman able to score in a mini 5-0 run by Tech.
Fueled by the defense.
Stockstill in the lane, puts it on the deck, head fake. They double team him. Good defense by Tech. Here's a 3-ball. Splash down is good. And that is knocked down by Northington. Good looking shot.
Yeah, when that left his hands, he left it up there. He knew that was going in. Nice follow through.
Yeah, he didn't even have to follow the shot. You're right. The minute it left his hand, he knew it was in. Here's Haley, and the ball's knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Tech, 15 to shoot.
Yeah, 15 to shoot, yeah. And as Northington, he lined that one up, Maris, and he knew that was going.
This is the second game between these two teams. Tech won the earlier matchup down in Kentucky, 77-62. Looked like Haley kind of lost it as he got the ball in the lane as he went up for that shot.
Yeah, didn't really have firm grip of that shot, and Wesleyan able to get the rebound and go the other way.
Stockstill maybe got away with a walk, puts up a wild shot, and Haley able to clear the rebound. Cole Chapman on the move. Sees an opening, tacks the basket, and he left it short. And then Braden Chapman comes up with his steal, and he left it short. Boy, Bo Chapman's love to have that back. It's good hustle by Braden Chapman, and the possession will stay with Tech.
Well, Braden Chapman almost had Cole Chapman, his brother, his twins, back, but I think the big man, Stockstill, was there and was able to alter Braden Chapman's shot at the rim.
Darren Martin into the ball game. He scored 15 off the bench on Friday. Also, Adam Seams into the game. He scored 14. So they got 29 points out of those two players on Friday afternoon as there's a foul as Haley was taking the ball to the basket.
And that foul is going to be whistled on the floor on Caleb Raymer, and that'll be his first and the team's first. The first foul whistled in the game.
Yeah, we're almost 5 minutes in. Haley with the finish and one. And Haley really good around the basket. He was able to get it, the hoop and the arm.
And that's back-to-back fouls as we look here on the instant replay. It's going to be on Caleb Raymer as Haley's able to finish with the and-one attempt.
So Haley will shoot a pair.
Oh, they didn't count the bucket?
Yeah, they should have. It's 11, yeah. And now that makes 12, yeah. That should be the right score. 7-point lead. Now checking into the game is Eric Sanders for Kentucky Christian. As Haley will come out, and Jop will check in for Tech. Tech's going to show full court pressure.
And Jop could be a game changer if he can get more efficient around the rim and really help them protect the rim.
Yeah, you're right. Jop is in there for rebounds, defense. Whatever points he gives is a plus. Here's Lloyd off a screen, thought about the three, tacks the basket into the lane. Good defense. They cut him off, and he turned it over. Good defense by Seams. And just as you talked about Jop, there was Jop there to help try to protect the rim and forces the turnover as we watch the replay.
And forced him into picking up his pivot foot. Yeah, good help defense and Seams on-ball defense.
So here's Seams with it, and we got a official's timeout. Maybe could we have something wrong with the clock? And it's the first time we've used the new scoreboard and clock, Eric, so could be.
Maybe reset.
Yeah, because it's the score is correct. The time is correct. Yeah, it had 30. I don't think it ever ran, and now it's 26 on the shot clock because you can't walk the ball up with no time off the shot clock, and that's what they did. Because it did.
It's
now,
stuck.
It's stuck at 26. Yeah, it is stuck. I'm not sure that they know it. Yeah, it hasn't moved this whole possession as Braden Chapman dials up a three.
Chapman with the three from long range.
Yeah, now the shot clock's working. Biggest lead of the game right here at 10. 5 minutes into the first half. Here's DeBoard with it. Baseline move. Whips a pass inside. And it'll get Chapman for a foul. A little too aggressive that time.
Yeah. Once he saw the ball, the first time he dug, as we look at the replay, as Chapman knocks his three, a great skip pass here to the corner, and Chapman squares up and knocks it down.
So we got a timeout on the floor, immediate timeout. We'll take it with them. 14:55 remaining in the half. Tech up 10, 15-5. We'll be right back here on Video Productions.
2025 New River CTC Invitational is back and bigger than ever with over 30 high school and college basketball teams. And we want you to be a part of it. Sponsorship opportunities are now available for the 7th annual New River CTC Invitational. From Bridgeport to Beckley, Martinsburg to Shady Spring, and all points in between, it's a great day to become a sponsor. Don't miss out. Contact us at 304-929-6734 or visit nrctcf.org to become a sponsor today.
Tonight's game is brought to you in part by Leisure Lanes, Johnstown Road in Beckley. If you haven't made plans for New Year's Eve, just don't need to make any other plans. Just call up Leisure Lanes and go to their New Year's Eve party, the Rock and Bowl party on Johnstown Road. And I'll tell you, Eric and I, our families have done it for many times, and what a good time it is. Unlimited bowling, futuristic bowling with music, glowing lanes, a light show door prize, and I can tell you that a couple of tickets to an upcoming home WVU Mountaineer men's basketball game is part of the door prize. It's a lot of fun. You can dial them up at 304-253-7328. Also, the game tonight brought to you in part by Pepsi of Southern West Virginia. Love to have me an ice cold Pepsi right about now. With Eric Thomas, I'm Maris Lowry. The heavy hitter, Mr. Nick Eskins, producing and directing. Brains of the outfit, Faith Alexander's here, and Jackie Moon on camera. All right, Eric, out of the media timeout. 20 to shoot. The ball will belong to Kentucky Christian.
And WVU Tech to start this game, 6 of 10 from 2-point, 60%, and 2 of 3 from 3.
Once again, the shot clock is stopped, and now the officials, and I would say a good 10 seconds went off the shot clock, and it never moved.
Yeah, I know why the shot clock is not working, but it has nothing to do.
It has nothing to do with us.
It has nothing to do with us.
But if they ask the heavy hitter, Mr. Nick Eskins, to go over there and fix it, I bet he could put a blindfold and go over there and fix it. So they got 16 on the shot clock. And the game clock is correct there at 14:39 remaining in the half.
Well, you know how it is when you get new things, man. They need
Right.
broken in. That's a push-off.
Yeah.
Totally.
And see, that's I'm sure if you're Kentucky Christian, you're thinking that's a bad break because you were trying to run a play. As we watch the replay, clearly that's an easy play. I mean, now to give him 2 fouls for that, right?
That's just a frustration. You can't have that frustration foul
No.
right there, it seems.
No. But the thing is, though, Eric, had the shot clock not had the malfunction, they would never had to take the ball out. But you still can't do that. Here's Martin with it. Like I said, he played well off the bench on Friday afternoon.
Looks like they've gone. No, it's still man.
Yep, Chapman into the lane, finished with the right hand and scores.
Braden Chapman showed his strength right there, Maris, with that drive.
Right through all the contact with a nice finish. Biggest lead of the game right here at 12. Kind of a little bit of a weave right here. Ball's knocked out of bounds. Good job by Seams.
Well, Seams is so quick in the lane with his overplays. Just a real cerebral player. As we have a hockey line change.
Yeah,
coming in.
Haley back in. Cole Chapman back in. Liam Craven back in for Tech. 10 to shoot for Kentucky Christian. We'll get the ball into Sanders. Backdoor cut. Here's a 3-ball on its way. It's no good, a little strong. And there's the shot clock went off. And now the shot clock is stuck, and we're going to have a malfunction of the clock. And like you said, Eric, anytime you start something new, the new scoreboard works. The score is okay. The game time is okay. But an issue with the clock, and I can see the frustration on the facial expression for Tech's coach, George Wilmore, just shaking his head,
Yeah, because that stopped the transition play.
I mean, we've already had multiple
in the first 7 minutes.
With the clock. And, it's frustrating, and I don't know if they worked the kinks out before the game tonight. This is the first game they've actually used the clocks. So 25 to shoot, and Tech will inbound. Seams has it. Martin off a screen will drive the baseline, and he'll get fouled, and that will be on the drive, and Tech will inbound the ball into their own basket.
And I think that was whistled on Rice, the board. That'd be his first.
So with 15 to shoot, Haley will put the ball in play. Martin squaring up. Now had the ball knocked from his hands, but they'll call a foul.
And the thing is, Coach Charlie Pack is questioning the refs. I mean, these are pretty blatant fouls. I mean,
very physical.
Very, very physical.
And here's the thing. This is, we've seen, Eric, and all this on Tech's level. Is Martin able to post up and hit it, and he thought he was fouled on that. Martin very strong, able to back the defender down in and turn around and score over him. Here's Sanders between the circles. Sanders shaking and baking. DeBoard on the drive, and he thought he was fouled. No whistle. Tech with Martin. Leaves it for Haley, who slams it home.
Hey, that was a tremendous catch and flush by Thomas Haley.
Haley flushes it down. Biggest lead of the game right here for Tech. The boys got the crowd involved too, as there's now a Tech foul. But I'll tell you, Eric, so far as we'll watch this last dunk.
Watch this amazing catch with his right hand, able to catch it and flush it.
And throw it down. With 12:43 left in the half, so far it's been a very physical game. 2 team fouls on Tech, 5 team fouls on Kentucky Christian. 20 to shoot for Kentucky Christian. They inbound. DeBoard has it. Now over to Lloyd. DeBoard will dial it up for 3. A little strong, and Martin will clear the rebound for Tech. Martin is from Bluefield, West Virginia. I didn't know if you knew that, Eric, as they get the ball inside to Haley, and he couldn't finish that, even though he played. And now I'm not sure why we got the clock down to 0, and they played through. Nobody stopped. And now the shot clock's not working again. The clock went off at 0, and everybody played through it. But, Eric, I don't think they can – they're going to have to find a way to finish this game, maybe not using the clock. The game clock works, but they can't keep having stoppages like this for the shot clock.
Yeah, you sure can't. You're absolutely right. And just trying to work out the kinks. Veteran clock and bookkeepers over there, but maybe not used to the new technology.
Well, it might be something technical.
I see there's a remote to it.
Yeah.
Maybe ditch that.
Yeah. Here's Martin with it now.
Get some new batteries.
Off the screen. Spins into the lane. Little turnaround. Got it. Nice shot. Like I said, Martin played really well, and he could become an X factor as we continue to head throughout the course of the season. Tech with its biggest lead right now.
And he's put together, too. Very physical, compact guard.
It's a 13-0 Tech run right now. Lloyd is caught inside.
May got away with a little offensive. But, hey, I like how they're letting them play.
7 on the shot clock. Tech's defense has been outstanding. Here's a little short shot on the baseline. Is good by Sarasankis. Knocks it down. How you like that? Sarasankis. And that stopped a 13-0 Tech run. Haley hands it to Seams. Seams a little shot from the baseline. Needs a roll and got it. Seams played really well on Friday. He came off the bench and scored 14 Friday. And once again, I think they got a shot clock problem. Yep, as we watch the replay.
Yeah, Seams get this is called the home bounce right here, Mayor. Says he shoots the shot, gets the friendly roll.
Coming up on Thursday, we will do the girls basketball game, Eric, a great rivalry between Beckley and Greenbrier East. Want to give a shout-out, congratulations to Josie Cross. She signed her letter of intent to play college basketball at Frostburg State University in Maryland. So we appreciate, having the opportunity, Eric, for you and I to cover Josie Cross' entire high school basketball career.
And if anybody's worked to earn that, that's Josie Cross, man. And she puts in the hours in the gym, and that's what young people need to know. You work, it pays off.
That shot comes up a little short for Sankasaris, and here's Chapman. They're playing through it, but they had to stop the play. And, Eric, I think what they're going to need to do is just ditch this shot clock for tonight, maybe keep it. Maybe the public address announcer, Randy Hunt, can say, hey, 20 to shoot, 10 to shoot, because this is killing the flow of the game.
Get the old stop clock, the stopwatch out, and get somebody's Apple Watch and run 30 seconds on it. And, Randy Hunt's got that sweet voice. He can go 10 to shoot.
Yeah, because this has become already, we've had it a half a dozen times in this first half. Chapman trying to back the defender down in the post.
Not only is it messing up the flow of the game, it's messing up your flow, my man.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's hard to get any flow for the players, for anything. It's a turnover. Yep. I mean, we're almost at the halfway point, 3 seconds from the halfway point of the first half. Tech's in complete control, up 20. But we've had at least a half a dozen stoppages because the shot clock has malfunctioned. And, I was remembering the pregame, man, right before we started, man, and the scoreboards are working great. And once again, the clock's not working.
There it goes.
But it's about 3 seconds off. As there's a turnover. And a score that time by Stockstill. New player in the game for Tech as well. Matthew Linville into the lineup for the Golden Bears. Craven on the drive. Braden Chapman for three. A little long. Stockstill clears the rebound for the Knights. Stockstill in the post. Spins. Leans in. Off the glass. Up and in. Nice move and a nice finish by Stockstill.
Back-to-back mini 4-0 run for Stockstill as he has Haley on the bench and taking advantage of Linville being in guarding him.
So timeout on the floor. It's a full timeout. 9:18 for the half. Tech's in front, 25-11. I could have swore they had 27 up there a minute ago. Maybe they got some malfunctions. Anyway, we'll go. It's 25-11. Tech leads. We'll be right back here on Video Productions.
Hey, my name's Paige, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is the crispiness of the breading and the tenderness of the filet. It's tasty, it's warm, it's total satisfaction.
Hi, this is Tanya, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is that warm bun, the perfectly seasoned chicken, and that pickle. Woo! I love it. There's a taste of my childhood in every bite.
And we welcome you back to the Raleigh County Convention Center with Eric Thomas. I'm Maris Lowry, heavy hitter Mr. Nick Eskins, producing and directing. And Eric, we got the score correct now. It is 25-11 Tech. Want to let you know that tonight's game is brought to you in part by West Virginia Orthopedic and Trauma. Dr. John Tabbitt, whether you're in a car accident or you had a sports-related injury, Dr. Tabbitt and his staff will get you back on your feet in a hurry. They're located on Woodcrest Drive in Beckley. So out of the timeout, Tech will have it 24 to shoot, Eric, as Tech has shot the ball well to this point.
Yeah, that's what you're thinking like me, and I was going to give. At the first media break, they were 6 of 10 from the floor, Mares, a whopping 60%. You know what they did at this last media break? They improved that. They're 11 for 17 for 65% and shooting 2 of 4 from the three-point line.
Yeah, so definitely Tech shooting the ball much better here tonight through the first half of the first half than they did on Friday afternoon, as Chapman will draw the foul. That'll be the 16th foul. So, Eric, with 9:08 left in the half, every foul from this point on by the Kentucky Christian Knights will have Tech at the free throw line.
Yeah, and that was on Eric Sanders, who was called on the hold as Chapman was getting to the rim.
So the ball is knocked out of bounds. It will stay with Tech, 19 to shoot. Braden Chapman will put it in play. Chapman open, 3 ball on its way, looks good and is. Braden Chapman from downtown. He was that wide open, and you got to believe if you leave Braden Chapman that open, he's going to make you pay, and he did as he ranges the 3 ball. There's a drive into the lane, got a new player into the ball game. That is Gray. Now, Gray scored 15 in the first meeting, and he's coming off the bench here tonight. He started in that first meeting back in December, as Chapman will finish up and under with the right hand.
Yeah, with the assist from his brother, Cole, and Cole's dropping dimes, like putting the ball exactly where the offensive player can, get it and score.
Here's the board with it on the baseline. And we got a whistle. I think we got an offensive foul, or did they just turn it over?
Called a technical, maybe.
I think you are correct, Amundo.
Yes.
Technical foul. You are right.
Technical foul on the coach.
So it'll be 2 free throws in possession of the ball for Tech, as it'll be Braden Chapman to shoot 2. Charlie Pack, the head coach, he got teed up as Chapman misses the first free throw. Chapman ready for the second free throw. And he got 1 of 2. He makes that one. 20-point advantage right here. And Tech will have the ball. Nope. I guess this is not like high school. So even though
where it was on the coach,
yeah,
they shoot them at the other end and they retain possession.
And they will retain possession, as you mentioned, Eric. So with they'll get the full 30-second shot clock. Will the Knights of Kentucky Christian will inbound underneath their own basket, Tech with a 20-point advantage. There's a backdoor cut. DeBoard got the ball over right into the hands of D'Angelo Stockstill, and he couldn't handle the pass, and he drops it out of bounds.
And Kentucky Christian continually just doing things to really hurt their cause, being down 20, just the turnovers are really adding up.
Yeah, they entered the game 1 and 12 as Chapman will dial up a 3. That's short. The board will clear the rebound. But their losing streak started when they played Tech the first time back in December. As the board goes hard to the basket, can't finish, and Danzer clears the rebound. Martin for 3 in the corner, a little strong, battle for the rebound, and it'll stay. Nope, it won't. I thought for a minute that Cole Chapman was going to sell that.
Well, that was a little strong, but it was almost a bank from the corner for Martin. Did you see where that ball hit the corner? It almost banked in.
Yes, he did.
And I've only saw that twice doing games, and one of them we were watching the game and it happened.
And now they got another technical foul. I'm not sure who they called that one.
They're I think on the players. 21, I think it will be on
the board.
The board.
So Martin will shoot 2, and the first one is good. But you're right, Eric. I mean, Tech is playing good, but Kentucky Christian is doing a lot of things that is not in their best interest if they're going to try to win this game.
Correct.
Second free throw by Martin is also good. He got them both. Jop will check back into the game. Haley will have a seat for Tech. Lloyd checks back in for the Knights of Kentucky Christian. And Gray will put the ball in play. So here's Gray with it. As I mentioned, Gray scored 15. He was their leading scorer when the two teams met back on December the 2nd. There's a nice play down low and a block by Danzer.
Erased by Danzer at the rim.
The big fella Jop. I thought for a minute he was going to dial it up from there.
Hey, he got into the triple threat position.
And that's a foul, and that's free throw time because I beg your pardon. No, that is free throw time.
Yes, the 8th foul.
Yep, that is 1-1. That's the 19th foul. So on the next one will be the double bonus the rest of the way with 7:11 remaining.
Yeah, 18 fouls plus a technical foul.
Yeah. So Cole Chapman will step to the line. He'll shoot the 1-1.
You know, one other thing they don't have working yet on the scoreboard is the player.
The player and the points.
And the point.
Yep. First free throw's good, so Cole Chapman will now get the bonus opportunity. So, Coach Charlie Packo, they're complaining, look, 9 fouls on his squad, and 2 of them were technicals. That counts as personal fouls, and only 2 fouls on Tech. But the missed free throw, Braden Chapman gets it, finds Martin in the corner, dials up a 3, doesn't go. Cole Chapman's shot is rejected, and back the other way come the Knights. Down the lane, Stockstill, and he doesn't get it to go. It's a blocking foul. And take your pick, either Braden Chapman or Danzer, and let's see what they call it on Danzer. We'll get whistle for the foul as we watch the replay.
And that's the correct call there. I think he was set, but inside the circle.
Yeah, he was too far under the basket. So getting to the line, D'Angelo Stockstill. He will shoot 2. First free throw is good.
And Stockstill, he scored their last 5 points.
Jalen King Joyner checks into the lineup for the first time tonight for Kentucky Christian. Stockstill's second free throw, he's also good. He got them both.
So that's 6 straight for D'Angelo Stockstill.
So here's Braden Chapman with it. Chapman on the drive. Got a bump off the window, up and in. And that's one thing, Gary, at this level, you've got to be able to play through the contact, and Chapman's very good at playing through the contact and able to kiss it off the window.
Well, we've had a chance to see him play from middle school through high school to now, and look how his body is transformed.
Yes.
Braden Chapman is put together. And that's because of his mom. We know his dad. It has nothing to do with his dad. It's all about his mom right there.
Lloyd misses the 3. Jop gets the rebound. Well, she's quite the fitness I have taken fitness from her, and I tell you, she's like the Energizer Bunny. His mom never got tired the whole time I was taking fitness classes from her, as there's a foul on Kentucky Christian, and it'll be free throw time for Martin.
Yeah, they're in what would be
the double bonus
now. I didn't see who they whistled that foul on, so.
I think they called that foul on Lloyd. Either Lloyd or maybe Northington. As Martin will shoot a pair. First free throw on its way is good. I tell you, Eric, he's become a solid player the more that I've watched Martin. And you can see how he's cut, how he's built. Even though he's not the biggest player on the court, he's got the power. Like I said, he's able to back down guards in the post. Second free throw is also good. He got them both.
And he's a perfect 4-4, not right off the bench. 8 points.
Like I said,
he had away from double figures.
Yeah, he had 15 off the bench on Friday. Here's a drive into the lane. The ball's knocked free. 3 balls up and in. That 3 balls by Northington.
And that's his second long ball of the evening.
And you can see right there how he was able to kind of get distance, and Jop catches the pass, and he's out of bounds.
Got to watch that line over there, my big fella.
Yep, big fella probably wears a 16. If he had a 15, he'd still be on the court. So Tech turns it over, and here is Kentucky Christian with it. Tech's played really good defense here in this first half. Around the horn they go. Northington on the drive, 8 to shoot. Stockstill spins, head fake, leans in, and he won't get the bucket, but he'll draw the foul and get to the line. And Eric, he was just in the nick of time because there's only 3 seconds on the shot clock when he took that shot.
And that's going to be on the big fella for Tech.
Jop.
Oh, Jop. Did great on the first 2 whirlybird spins, but got caught on the third one.
And, as a coach, you're right. He played good defense, and you hate right there with only 3 seconds on the shot
Bail
clock.
him out.
To commit the foul. As Stockstill able to make the first free throw. Stockstill has been really the best offense for Kentucky Christian as he misses the second
up to that point, he scored 7 straight.
Yeah. So getting ready to come up on the 5-minute mark of the first half. The game that's just like on Friday, Eric. Tech led wire to wire, and they scored the first 4 of this game, and they've led the entire way.
Yeah, and they're on pace.
Danzer, a little floater is too short, and,
Maybe, with those long-range shooters, that was just a little too close for him.
Media timeout, 4:57 for the half, 38-17 Tech in the lead, and we'll take the break with them. We'll be right back here on Video Productions.
They're not the biggest, but with over 100 locations across West Virginia, chances are there's a little general store near you. With brand name gas and food you know and trust, and an assortment of snacks and comforts that make you feel at home wherever you are. So as you make your way to family dinners and football games around the fire, wherever your destination, we'll get you home for the holidays.
And we welcome you back to Beckley with Eric Thomas. I'm Maris Lowry. And with 4:57 remaining opening half, Tech is in front of Kentucky Christian, 38-17. Tonight's game is brought to you in part by Modley's Plumbing and Heating. And you never know when you need a plumber or when you need a heater or need your heat fixed till you need a plumber till you need your heat fixed. And you can call Modley's at 304-253-HELP. Also, tonight's game brought to you in part by West Virginia Exit Elevation, the realty company. Luke Richmond is the broker, 304-256-0101. Check them out at wvexitelevation.com. Well, Eric, you have some of the numbers here as we come down the final 5 minutes of the half.
Yeah, and I'm going to give you one stat that's really the telling point of this first half. WVU Tech has 15 points off of Kentucky Christian's turnovers. And Kentucky Christian only has 17 points in the whole first half. So what we talked about, turnovers leading to easy buckets and easy offense for Tech.
Liam Craven checks back in to the Tech lineup. So does Adam Seams. And Eric, this is only the second game that Tech has played on this floor. Their first game was way back on November the 5th. After tonight, Tech won't play another game on this floor until the New River CTC on January 10th.
And that'll be on a Friday?
Yep, 9 to shoot. And the shot is up, and it's no good, but there's a foul as Lloyd will get the foul, yes.
And that'll be on Seams.
Yeah, Tech will be, this is the first time in the New River CTC that Tech will be a part of it, and they will play on that Friday. And they will play Indiana East University.
I think we did a game last year with them as Lloyd was able to knock down the first of 2.
And speaking of the New River Community Technical College Invitational, when we do our podcast, you may not agree with us,
but
we will have Mike Green, the tournament director. We're going to film that, or record that, I should say, tomorrow. The free throw missed, Stockstill with the rebound, and we'll have Mike Green on to talk about the tournament. There's a 3-ball that's short. That 3-ball was put up by Northington. Now Lloyd will have his a crack at it for a 3. That's too strong, and Haley will clear the rebound.
And 3 chances after the missed free throw to add to, to cut into this Tech lead, and Kentucky Christian not able to capitalize.
Chapman on a give and go to Haley in traffic. Haley down on the floor. Out to Chapman for 3. Got it. What a nice play by Haley.
Haley with the assist from his back.
Yeah.
Chapman knocks down his third 3 of the first half.
Yeah. Haley was laying flat on his back and able to have the presence of mind to find Chapman, and Chapman dials up the 3 ball. There's a little floater on the baseline. That's a tough shot that time put up by Northington. Braden Chapman over to Martin. Tech on the move. Martin down the lane. 3 ball, little strong that time for Tech's Danzer. Back the other way, here's Lloyd with it for the Knights of Kentucky Christian. Lloyd down low, Stockstill, and we got a whistle. We're going to have a Tech foul, and that will only be the 6th foul as we watch this last replay. There's Haley. Look at that beautiful pass, and Chapman rings it the bell from downtown. So on the next Tech foul, Kentucky Christian will get to the line. 3:20 for the half. Lloyd for 3 in the near corner. That's an air ball, and Martin will clear the rebound. Martin to the foul line. A little floater, back iron doesn't go.
New player in for Tech.
Yeah, we got a young man who played at George Washington. Goebel, Christian Goebel. Here's a 3, taken is good. That's rattled in that time by Lloyd. Martin off a screen into the lane. Liam Craven for 3 in the corner, won't go, but Haley cleans it up, puts it back up, left it short, and Craig comes out of there with a rebound for the Knights of Kentucky Christian.
Once again, Haley on that offensive glass as Tech comes up with the steal.
Yep, got numbers, 3 on 2. Craven spins into the lane with a little short shot, it won't go, and it'll be out of bounds over to Kentucky Christian. Cole Chapman will check back in. But we remember Christian Goebel from playing at George Washington High School in Charleston.
Very nice young man. Well coached, of course, with Coach Green from George Washington.
Yeah, met his dad. He came up to me on the game on Friday and able to, he met both myself and Bill O'Brien. There's a 15-footer, a little strong that time by Lloyd, and the ball's out of bounds. It'll go back over to Kentucky Christian.
A little too much sauce on that bounce pass that time from Cole Chapman.
So here comes Kentucky Christian, the Knights from Grayson, Kentucky. About a 3-hour trip from Grayson, Kentucky here to Beckley. Second meeting of the year. Tech won the first game December 2nd. 77-62 is Stockwell just muscled that in off the glass. He's a nice player, Eric. He has played well for them. He's been their main offense.
Yeah, he has 9 points, 9 of the 23.
Tech calls a timeout. Let's see if we got a full or a 30. We got a 30, so we'll keep it right here and tell you that tonight's broadcast is brought to you in part by Infinity Coal Company. Infinity Coal Company. They offer no premium, no deductible health insurance with dental and vision coverage. They also offer a company-paid life insurance, prescription drug coverage, and a company-matching 401k plan. You can apply for a job at the Infinity Coal Company. You can apply online on the Facebook page at United Coal Company. Out of the timeout, 18-point advantage for Tech, Eric, 41-23, 121 for the half. Halftime will be the Massey Power Sports halftime show. We'll recap the first half. We'll go inside the numbers brought to you by Pepsi. Eric will have that for you. We'll have team and individual totals. And out of the timeout, Tech will have the ball, Eric, inbound just to our right with 24 to shoot.
And right here, if you're a Kentucky Christian, you just need, in this last 121 and a half, you want to try to cut into this lead a little more and put some defensive pressure on Tech, try to create a turnover and some easy buckets the other way.
So just looking back at my notes here, looks like 20 points has been the biggest lead in this game. I'm thinking maybe it was 22. Nope, I'm looking. Actually 23, I beg your pardon. 23 points has been the biggest lead of the game. It's 18 now. 3 ball by Liam Craven, needs a roll, won't get it. The tip comes out to Martin for Tech. Chapman will drive the baseline, up and under, find Martin with the left-hand finish.
And that gets Martin into double figures for the first half.
Under a minute for the opening half here in Beckley. 23-point lead has been the biggest by Tech. The lead's 20 now. There's a steal. Haley comes up with it. Haley on the move, finds Martin. Martin tacks the basket, lays it up and in, and draws the foul. Martin with a nice finish. As we watch the replay there, Eric.
Yeah, and you're going to see Lloyd from Kentucky Christian just getting out of position, picking up the foul, and Martin with a chance to polish off a 3-point play.
So Darren Martin will get to the line. He's already in double figures. He came off the bench Friday and scored in double figures.
Yes, he has 12 points.
And tried to get point number 13, and he does just that as he does polish off the 3-point play. And this lead equals the largest lead of the game, a 23-point advantage for Tech, coming up here on the final 30 seconds of the half. Here's Raymer with it. There's a drive into the lane and got away with a walk. Perhaps they'll call a Tech foul. It'll be free throw time because Tech's over the limit.
Yeah, I think they're going to get Haley, wrapping them up a little bit. Got following back on the drive.
Right here, right there. Didn't he kind of?
Foul.
Yeah, it was a foul, but it looked like he might have shuffled his feet. But
yeah,
there was
but I think it was because he got grabbed.
Yeah, yeah, that might have had something
to do with it.
Had
something to do with it, I think.
So did they call that in the act of shooting? They did. So it was going to be free throws either way, but now it'll be 2 rather than 1 and 1 as the first free throw by Lloyd is good. So Lloyd ready to shoot the back end of the 2-shot opportunity. Free throw on its way, and he left that one short. And it'll be last shot time for Tech. They might as well go ahead and turn the shot clock off because there's only 17 seconds for the half.
Don't tell them that because
they just did.
It might buzz.
Well, right on cue, though. They listened. Here's Braden Chapman on the drive, tacks the basket, finds Martin in the corner for 3 on its way. Splashdown! Kaboom! Martin with the 3 ball and gives Tech its biggest lead at the break. 25-point advantage for the Golden Bears of Tech. At halftime, it's Tech 49 and Kentucky Christian 24. As we go to break, we watch that last 3 ball. We'll take a break, come back, and get you into the Massey Power Sports halftime show, and we'll do it after this here on Video Productions.
I'm Leanna Burnett with Window World of Beckley. Are you dealing with those cold winter drafts through your windows? Is it causing your energy bills to rise? If you answered yes, Window World can help. Instead of dealing with those old drafty windows another year, call Window World of Beckley today. Yes, we work all year. Our windows are Energy Star efficient and designed to resist extreme weather. Make the smart investment with our no interest for 15 months. Call Window World of Beckley today.
Don't drop the ball. Come see your hometown legends at the all-new Greenbrier Ford in Beckley. We won't be beat.
And we welcome you back to the Raleigh County Convention Center in Beckley. I'm Maris Lowry with Eric Thomas. And at the break, it is 49-24 in favor of WVU Tech over Kentucky Christian as we welcome you into the Massey Power Sports halftime show. Tonight's game brought to you in part by Leisure Lanes, Johnstown Road in Beckley. And there are still lanes available if you haven't already made plans for New Year's Eve. And this is for any age, no matter how young, how old you are. You got to love, even if you don't bowl, it's a great fun time. Unlimited bowling. And like I said, even if you don't bowl, there's a lot of other things going on. A light show, door prizes, and I do know one of the door prizes is tickets to an upcoming West Virginia Mountaineer men's basketball game. It goes from 9 o'clock to 1 a.m. on New Year's Eve. They still have lanes available. You can call today and reserve yours at 304-253-7328. Also, the game tonight brought to you in part by Cracker Barrel. Love me some Cracker Barrel, the Old Country Store. Locations in Princeton and in Beckley. At the break, it is a 25-point advantage for Tech. They lead 49-24. We're going to take another break here in the Massey Power Sports halftime show. When we come back, we'll go inside the numbers with Eric, and we'll do it on the other side of the break here on Video Productions.
Massey Power Sports is your one-stop off-road and tractor destination. We have an awesome selection of side-by-sides, ATVs, dirt bikes, tractors, and kid machines. Our machines come loaded with features the other brands don't have and will save you thousands of dollars versus the competition. Massey Power Sports offers the best prices, the best service, and the best warranties. Our locations in Beckley and Cross Lanes are here to serve you. Online at MasseyPowersports.com. Massey Power Sports. We power your work and your adventure.
Hey, Wes, why'd we settle on skydiving?
Well, it's fall, and we're falling. I thought we could do a commercial about falling prices. Get it?
I guess. Where's your chute?
I knew I forgot something. Later.
During Truck Month, get invoice pricing on all 1,500 Sierras and Yukons, or ask about discounts up to $9,000 with no payments till next year.
Hey, I can see my house.
GMC, we are professional grade.
Unlock the money already in your home at City National Bank. Consolidate loans or fund your next big project with a home equity line of credit with a great low intro rate. Visit your local branch to get started. City National Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender. Learn more at homeequity.bankatcity.com.
It's fourth down, seconds on the clock. He hands it off, finds a hole in the middle. Clear, nothing but Brian moves! Incredible! A touchdown for the win. I can't believe it!
Pizza, better with Pepsi.
And we welcome you back to the Massey Power Sports halftime show as Tech enjoys their largest lead of the game here at the break, a 49-24 lead over Kentucky Christian. As Tech came in winners of 6 in a row, Kentucky Christian came in losers of 5 in a row. And right now through the first half, Eric, that's been the case as you have the numbers as we go inside the numbers, brought to you by Pepsi of Southern West Virginia. Love to have me an ice-cold Pepsi. Well, right now, Eric, the one thing is an ice cold, and that's been the Tech shooting. It's been really warm, and you have the numbers.
Yeah, and it's been very warm. And I'm going to give you team totals for Tech. They shot 18 of 35 from the floor. That's 51%. And they shot 5 of 13 from 3. That's 38, almost 40%. And they were 8 of 10 from the free throw line, so that's 80%.
Yeah.
So really efficient and only turned the ball over 6 times.
Yeah, I'll take it a step further. Not warm, but hot.
They're very hot.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all the marks you like to hit. You want to shoot around 40% from 3, definitely 50% from the floor. And anytime you're 80% or better from the free throw line, you're dialed in. And leading the way for Tech is Braden Chapman with 18 points. He was able to knock down 3 threes in that first half. And Darren Martin, right on cue, you said he scored 15 points off the bench in the last game that you did for Tech. He second leading scorer for Tech with 16. Thomas Haley's been his steady self. He has 7. Cameron Dancer has 5. Cole Chapman 1 of 2 from free throw line. And Adam Seens 2 points. On the flip side, very cold shooting for the Kentucky Christian Knights. They shot 8 of 26 from the floor. That's 30%. 3 of 10 from three-point line. That's 30%. And 5 of 8 from the free throw line. That's 62%. And that not even able to get double-figure scores. D'Angelo Stockstill leads the way with 9 points for the Knights. Lamar Northington has 6. Jaden Lloyd 5. And 2 players round out the scoring with 2 each, and that would be Rice DeBoard and Sarah Singh. How do you say it?
I'll say it.
You the man on
Sarah
that.
Sankinimus.
There you go.
Yes, how you like that?
But anyway, Kentucky Wesleyan only 24 points, stellar defense from Tech in the first half.
And you know the thing about it, Tech coach George Wilmore, you know, Tech was able to win Friday by 26, and now they lead by 25 at halftime. They've been playing really good basketball. Like I said, they've won 6 in a row. They're 8-2, and this is only the second game that they have played on this, which is actually their home court. The first game was the first game of the season you and I did way back November the 5th, and then the only other home game was Friday. It's really their practice facility on their campus. So this is only, like I said, and look how long ago that was, back on November the 5th, since they played in this building.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like they've been road warriors, and they feel like they're real comfortable being back in the friendly confines of the Civic Center, though.
Well, you know, Eric, two things are really good no matter if you're home or away. When you play defense the way Tech's been playing, and when you shoot the ball as good as Tech's been shooting, it doesn't really matter whether you're home or away, because Tech has been rolling, like I said, winners of 6 in a row. They're 8-2, and they're halfway to their 7th straight win and going 9-2 on the season.
Yeah, and this shows you how good the defense has been. And the breakdown of the contest, fast break points in the first half, Kentucky Christian 0, Tech 10. Points off of turnovers, WVU Tech 18, and that shows you the difference in the contest.
And you know, Eric, we talked about Tech's defense because their offense gets a lot of recognition, and rightfully so. But we talked about in this winning streak, Tech has held their opponents to 62, 55, 49, 62, 55, and 59 on Friday. And here at halftime, 24 points. I mean, even if they score more than 24 points in the second half, I think it's going to be a struggle for Kentucky Christian to get to 65. They only had 62 the first time they played.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And as I'm looking at your notes there, usually the benchmark for a good team is to keep a team under 70.
Right.
And there's only one team to score 70 or more points against this team, and that was a 78-68 loss to University of Pikeville back second game of the season.
That's right. That's the only time they've given up. Right, and right. So Tech's defense, they've really locked in, and when you lock in on defense, your offense flows so much better.
Yeah, so much better, and you're exactly right. And coaches preach defense because you know what? Defense leads to good offense because you'll get you some fast break points, some easy points off of in transition.
Well, we're at the break here in the Massey Power Sports Halftime Show. Biggest lead of the game right here at 25, 49-24. We'll take another break, come back and get you ready for the second half here on Video Productions.
Power Sports is your one-stop off-road and tractor destination. We have an awesome selection of side-by-sides, ATVs, dirt bikes, tractors, and kid machines. Our machines come loaded with features the other brands don't have and will save you thousands of dollars versus the competition. Massey Power Sports offers the best prices, the best service, and the best warranties. Our locations in Beckley and Cross Lanes are here to serve you. Online at MasseyPowersports.com. Massey Power Sports. We power your work and your adventure.
Pizza, better with Pepsi.
Take care of this by the end of the day.
Sure, I'll take care of that.
Done. It's that easy with compliance. Compliance, we've got your back office.
Life doesn't wait, so neither should your care. Whether it's a cough, fever, or stomach bug, Access Plus is here for those urgent moments.
From bumps and bruises to stitches and even x-rays, we've got you covered with extended hours and walk-in care for the whole family.
You do not have to be an Access Health patient to be seen. No appointments, no hassle, just quality care when you need it.
Access Health, where care meets community.
Don't drop the ball. Come see your hometown legends at the all-new Greenbrier Ford in Beckley. We won't be beat.
City National Bank, where you can purchase or refinance your home with the no down payment Champion Mortgage. No down payment, no private mortgage insurance, no kidding. Visit your local branch to get started today. City National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. To learn more, log on to mortgage.bankatcity.com.
We welcome you back to the Massey Power Sports Halftime Show. We're about 3 minutes away of starting the second half. Tech with its biggest lead of the game at 25, 49-24. Tonight's game is brought to you in part by West Virginia Orthopedic and Trauma, Dr. John Tabbitt. Whether you're in a car accident or you've had a sports-related injury, Dr. Tabbitt and his staff will get you right back on your feet in timely fashion. They're located on Woodcrest Drive in Beckley. Also, the game tonight brought to you in part by Modley's Plumbing and Heating. You never know when you need a plumber till you need a plumber, and never know when you need assistance on your heat until your heat goes out. And the name is Modley's, and the number 304-253-HELP. Well, Eric, if you were in the locker room at Kentucky Christian, what might you have heard third-year coach Charlie Pack tell his group?
Well, I think one thing that they have to do collectively, including Coach Pack, I think they let the refs get into their head in the flow of the game, because I think they whined early on about calls and not getting back, after maybe being fouled. But you can't let that decide the game more, and I think they dug themselves a hole. So value the basketball and play through contact and try to get some points up is what Kentucky Christian has to do.
And if you were a fly on the wall in the WVU Tech locker room, you probably got swatted at if you were a fly on the wall in there. But if you were in there listening, what might you heard George Wilmore tell his squad?
Hey, you know what the Flies do? They keep annoying people, and that's what WVU Tech has done defensively. They've really put pressure on the guards and forced the offense for Kentucky Christian to speed up. So I'm thinking Coach Wilmore saying more of what we did in that first half, a little extra oomph on defense, and we can put these guys to bed.
Yeah, Tech has played really well. Like I said, they're halfway home to their 9th overall win and their 7th win in a row. And as good as they've been offensively this 24-25 season, really what has set the tone for them is what they've done on the defensive end of the floor.
Yeah, and I like what I see defensively. And they're a bunch of dogs defensively. They communicate well. They switch all screens, and they're going to make the refs call a foul. I mean, they play very physical and get up in you defensively.
As we take a look at what else we got coming up the remainder of this month on Video Productions, we've got what we think is going to be a fantastic girls basketball game, Eric, on Thursday. It'll be the Greenbrier East Spartans taking on the Beckley Flying Eagles from Beckley, and that game will tip at 7:30. Of course, the former governor, and I say former governor, he'll be out at the first of the year, Jim Justice. He's the new senator, and, of course, the head coach of the Lady Spartans of Greenbrier East taking on Beckley. And you said, which I totally agree with, that in one of our other broadcasts that really Greenbrier East and Beckley, no matter what they're competing in, they bring out the best in one another.
They do. And you know what? The students get up for it. The fans get up for it. And it's a real good rivalry. And you know what Coach Justice is going to bring? He's going to bring a well-coached team, disciplined team, share the basketball. But I think these are two evenly matched teams, and I'm excited to see, because Greenbrier East kind of had their way with Beckley last year. And I think, in the back of Coach Neighbors' minds, you always want to get a victory, especially on your home court against a rival such as Greenbrier East.
Yeah, the boys will play on Friday to open up Beckley's season. But, Eric, you're right. Beckley's girls will go on the road tomorrow at Capitol. They've got 2 wins. They beat Shady the other night. Now, granted, Shady's a little shorthanded, but I think Coach Raven would agree Beckley was the better team and better than Bluefield. I think this is a early season test for both Beckley and East, kind of a measuring stick for both of those teams.
Well, both teams have a chance to come in undefeated in this game, because it'll be tough for for Beckley at Capitol, but Capitol is not the Capitol of old, and Beckley usually matches up well against them. But what Coach Neighbors has to do is not have his girls look past that game tomorrow night.
Well, I'm sure they'll be
they've
focused.
had it circled,
yes.
so you got to be focused, and then all the chips will be on the table Thursday night.
And then on Friday night, we'll close the week out with a girls-boys doubleheader. It'll be Independence at Shady, girls at 5:30, and then also the boys game at 7:30. And then after Christmas here on this floor at the Raleigh County Convention Center, the Battle for the Armory presented by Little General Stores. And we think that we've got quite a field, Eric, and I've got that here somewhere as we're ready to start the second half. It'll be Princeton against Mount Hope Christian at 2 o'clock on Friday the 27th. Oak Hill and Jameson Road at 4. Shady and Charleston Catholic at 6. And Beckley and Wyoming East at 8. All those boys games. All right, ready to start the second half. And Kentucky Christian will have first possession as they go to the basket to our right.
And almost a turnover off the first possession if Cole Chapman had been a little more alert, had the basketball right in front of him.
So here's the board, and they throw it away. They only had 7 to shoot. Liam Craven whips a pass and a little too hardly, got a little too much mustard on that, and it goes through a defender's hands before it goes off the hands of Braden Chapman.
Yeah, and that was just a reflex of Braden Chapman maybe trying to save his face right there as that ball had some zip on it.
Yeah, that ball had a lot of mustard. Maybe a little ketchup on it too.
Yeah, a lot of it.
So Tech turns it over. Each team on their first possession of the second half turns it over. And out there high, shaking and baking is Lloyd, trying to get free. We're under 10 on the shot clock. DeBoard on the baseline. 4 that somebody's going to have to shoot it. And I don't think they're going to get a shot off, and they don't. A 24-second shot violation. And, Eric, we hardly ever see that in calling these games.
Yeah, I'm just glad that the shot clock really went off when it's supposed to that time.
That's because I think the heavy hitter, Mr. Nick Eskins, went over there and snapped his fingers at it, and he makes everything work. The heavy hitter, that's why we have him as part of our crew. So 2 possessions for Kentucky Christian, 2 turnovers. And you're not going to get back in the game that way.
And that's a defensive foul.
Just ran right through the screen.
Hey, that's one of those. That's one of those by Caleb Raymer. Hey, don't set that on me. You'll think twice, but I think Cole Chapman will do it all again because he's the consummate teammate, setting the high ball screen right there, and Raymer trying to run through it.
Here's Tech, whips the ball around the horn. Craven on the baseline, gets the ball inside to Haley. Now over to Cole Chapman. He'll dial it up for 3. Right around the rim, he had a good look and a good shot. It just wouldn't go down.
Yeah, it looked good and leaving his hands.
In Northington, he turns it over. 3 possessions, 3 turnovers for Kentucky Christian, and now Tech turns it back over as well as Liam Craven just couldn't handle the ball. And we've got a substitution into the game.
It looks like this ball, it just hit a dead spot or something, and just went up in the air. I didn't hear who came in on the substitution there.
Your favorite name, Zarek Sarah Amos.
Yeah.
How you like that? I think that's why you knew who came in. You wanted me to say that, didn't you? And another turnover.
I get a kick out of that, that's for sure.
So that's 4 possessions for the Knights of Kentucky Christian and 4 turnovers. Liam Craven open for 3, and he dials it home. Biggest lead of the game right here.
If I told you that was his first points of the game.
Right. He is really, he's a really good shooter, but he has struggled in these last game and a half that I've done here with Tech. Here's DeBoard, takes it to the rack, can't finish. And it's out of bounds. It'll stay with the Knights of Kentucky Christian with 20 to shoot.
And as we see on the replay how they dial it up, wow, just left him wide open. I think I could have made that shot from the corner, and you can't leave shooters wide open.
So it'll be great inbound the ball with 20 to shoot for Kentucky Christian. You notice I didn't say anything about when you said you thought you could make it. I didn't say a word. Nine on the shot clock. DeBoard into the lane. They cut him off. And there's a foul on a 3, which you never want to do.
On the closeout. Yeah. Definitely was a foul. You have to let him land, and that's a costly foul by Craven.
Yeah, there's the replay. No question of foul.
No question about it.
Raymer will shoot 3, but, if you're Wilmore, you definitely cannot be happy with that. And Liam Craven is trying to complain to the referee, but if he sees the video, he definitely did it.
No,
he did it.
That's easy.
Yeah, it's easy. Free throw is good by Raymer. He's got 2 more coming.
And to open the second half, there are 2 guys scored to open the second half that didn't score in the first half.
Yeah, Craven.
And Raymer.
And Raymer's second free throw is good. But, especially with the lead that Tech has, or anytime, you never want, when you close out on a 3, a shooter, never do what Liam Craven did.
You want to go past him, not to him.
Yeah, right. And he got all up in his body. All free throws were made, all 3 of them.
He was all up in his business on that shot.
Yeah, a little too much, and that's why he got whistled for the foul. I think you and I could be a referee if all the calls were that easy, right?
That's right.
Here's Braden Chapman from downtown, and he knocks it down.
Braden Chapman joins the 3-point party as he dials up his 4th of the game.
Yeah, Chapman, he had 29 on Friday afternoon. What's he got now?
21.
21. Yeah, there's another turnover. Haley picks it up.
This might be a slam bam. Thank you, ma'am.
Cole Chapman will go in and lay it up and in. Biggest lead of the game right here at 30.
And what's led to this surge has been stellar defensive play by Tech.
Yeah,
Look at this.
Yeah, right on cue. And here might be the slam dunk you talked about, as Haley will go behind a little clutch behind the head slam dunk. And Tech is really just putting their foot on the neck of Kentucky Christian. Here's the 3 from DeBoard. Back iron, no good. Stockstill clears the rebound. It'll stay with Kentucky Christian as Raymer's 3 ball is a little too strong. And here's Chapman with it for Tech.
And I think the Kentucky Christian is just playing for this TV media timeout here, because you definitely need the timeout, especially if that one had a win.
Yeah, Chapman had a good look at the three. It wouldn't stay down.
We see how Tech just really good on changing and hedging.
Stockstill has swatted by Danzer. Beautiful defensive play.
Great help defense.
Chapman to Haley. Finishes with the
And
layup.
Haley gets into double figures with his 11th point off the assist from Braden Chapman.
And, you got like that by Danzer. Even though offensively these last couple games he's kind of struggled, nevertheless, he still can play good defense as he did on that last possession. Stockstill in the lane.
When you get to this level, Maris, it's more to the game than scoring as Kentucky Wesley Raymer is able to stop the bleeding somewhat with the 3-ball himself.
Yeah, you're right, Eric, because, at this level, really probably the high school level as well, but especially at this level, if you're going to play, if you don't play on both ends of the floor, then you're not going to play. And that's at any level on the collegiate level, and a lot for the high school players. Danzer will dial it up for three. It doesn't go. Like I said, his three-point shooting has struggled.
Just been ice cold.
There's the board, and as he shot blocked by Haley. Haley thought he got all ball, and they'll call a foul.
Well, I think Haley got ball, but he also got some shoulder. As we see Cole Chapman give the assist a nice reverse jam.
And immediate timeout with 14 and a half minutes remaining in the game. 61-30, it's been all Tech. They've led wire to wire. And we'll take a break, be right back here on Video Productions.
National Bank, where you can purchase or refinance your home with the no down payment champion mortgage. No down payment, no private mortgage insurance, no kidding. Visit your local branch to get started today. City National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. To learn more, log on to mortgage.bankatcity.com.
Tonight's game is brought to you in part by Exit Elevation Realty. Luke Richmond, the broker. You can dial him up at 304-256-0101. Check him out online at wvexitelevation.com. Also, tonight's game brought to you in part by Cracker Barrel. Love me some pig at Cracker Barrel, the old country store. Whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, you want Cracker Barrel. Well, Eric, with 14 and a half to go, it's been all Tech. They're up 61-30. They scored the first 4 points. They never looked back. They build the lead to 21-5 at one point. They led by 20 in that first half, 27-7. They took the lead up to 36-13. They led 49-24 at the break, and they've opened it up 61-30 as you have some numbers up to this point.
And once again, the second half shooting by Tech coming out blazing, 5 of 8 from 2-point and 2 of 5 from 3-point range, and just really just points off of turnovers is up to 25, so they've scored 10 points off of turnovers.
Yeah, for the game, Tech has shot it well, 23 of 43 from the floor, 7 of 18 downtown, 8 of 10 at the line. For Kentucky Christian, they're 9 of 31 from the floor, 4 of 13 downtown, 8 of 11 at the free throw line. But, here, Eric, you're talking about we've played what? That's coming up in 34 seconds. That will be
6 minutes.
25 minutes from the game, time. And in 25 minutes, Tech has held Kentucky Christian only 30 points.
Yeah, and they've only scored 6 points in this half thus far, 3 from the free throw line. Foul on the closeout.
Yeah, and now their 4th point of the half from the free throw line is DeBoard makes the first free throw. Second free throw on its way. It looks good in this. We got them both. And checking into the lineup for Kentucky Christian will be Jaden King Joyner. We talked about we got a lot of players that are left-handed now. Also, I've seen more players with hyphenated names, seems like more recently than ever before.
Yeah, a lot of people want to keep the mom's maiden name.
There's Martin into the game. He turned it over. Jop also into the game for Tech. Back the other way off the turnover. It's a mad scramble for the ball, and Kentucky Christian turns it over. Chapman will dial up for 3. That was a tough shot, and he couldn't get it to go. And the rebound there is by Jalen King Joyner.
Yeah, that was a tough-looking shot as he was pushed off his first mark, and when he shot it, it didn't even look good when it left his hands.
And there's a foul on Cole Chapman.
It'll be Cole's first and the team's second.
So it'll be side out.
Yeah, just got caught with his hand in the cookie jar, the old cookie jar.
And it'll be Gray to put the ball in play for the Knights. Hands it to Sanders and gets it back. A little ball movement there, a little weave. Stock still has it now. And Gray on the drive. Puts it up, a little floater, knocks it down. Tough shot for Gray.
Yeah, and that was Kobe Gray's first points of the game.
Cole Chapman for three, and he knocks it down on the far side.
And that'll put Cole Chapman at the 24-point mark.
Cole Chapman, not Braden Chapman.
Oh, that was Cole?
Yeah, Cole Chapman. Here's a 16-footer by Gray, doesn't go. Braden Chapman clears the rebound. Yeah, I'm sure Braden said, yeah, give me Cole's a three ball. Here's Martin open for three, and it's left it a little short. Yeah, Cole Chapman's probably saying, come on, Eric, Braden makes enough threes. What are you talking about trying to give me my three?
Yeah, I was trying to pad Braden's
yeah. There's a three that won't go in the corner by your favorite guy, Sarah Senka-Manus, right there.
And Jop clears the rebound, and Adam Scenes with his first action of the second half.
Yep. Here's Braden Chapman, and he'll find Martin around the horn. They go. Seams thought about the three, gets into the lane, whips it back out to Cole Chapman, 13 to shoot. Good ball movement. Cole Chapman, a little short shot in the lane, gets a roll.
Great pass by Seams. 7 points in the second half for Cole Chapman as he's knocking on double figures door with 8 points in the game.
Spin by Sanders. They cut him off. Sarah Sinkus has his shot blocked by the big fella, Jop.
Good on the closeout right there and catching the ball high and not fouling.
Here's Martin with it. Martin on the drive into the lane. He'll draw the foul. I really like Martin's game. I like how, like I said, he's cut, how physical he plays.
And once you see here on the cut, he's, like you said, real put together, and he's hacked by 3 people and still almost gets the shot up.
Yeah, look, like you said, look, you see his arms, like how he's like chiseled, and I like how physical that he plays and how he takes the defender off the dribble and gets into the lane to draw the foul.
And he plays within the offense, doesn't really take any bad shots, just really, they share the ball well.
So Martin at the line, and like I said, I think he's will be one of their X factors because he has been, you've got to have that somebody comes off the bench and gives you that energy and ignites the team, and him and Adam Seams definitely do that.
Well, that's 17 points, and I'll hold my next comment to after the free throws.
Yeah, because he's going to get his 18th point when he makes it, and he got 15 coming off the bench on Friday, and Seams had 14. Even though Seams he's played well tonight, he just hasn't scored the way he did on Friday afternoon. Martin's free throw. I told you he was going to get it.
And he's perfect from the free throw line tonight. 7 for 7.
And I'm going to check that score. Should it be 68 or should it be 70? Because we've had it. I show 68. And we've had a discrepancy in the scoreboard in the scoring before. And there's a foul. See what you got.
68?
That's what I got. I got 68. They've got 70. Remember, earlier in the game, they did that too.
Yeah, it's 68.
Yeah, it should be 68 to 34. There's a shot and a foul. Martin will get back to the line.
Yeah, it's definitely 68 because 2 threes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, like I said, if you remember back in the first half, they had this happened where they had Tech with 2 more points than what they did, and then they corrected it. And I think that's the case here. They should have 68. And the free throw is good. That gives them 69. And see, they didn't add a point, so maybe they know that there's a mistake. And if he makes this, then they will have 70. So I know maybe they're just trying to work out some of the kinks the first night with the new clock, new scoreboard, because, we had our issues in the first half with the shot clock. And now it should be 70 to 34, and that's what's on there.
Yes.
Now we got it correct. Cooking with gas over here, which Tech has been cooking with gas since the opening tip.
They have. They've really put their foot on the gas pedal and have not taken it off.
Stockstill on the baseline, and Jop did a good job to defend him, and then Stockstill dribbles it off his knee.
And Jop's fired up because he played great defense and forced a turnover.
So we've got, almost 30 turnovers for Kentucky Christian, right?
That's a lot. Closing in on it.
Closing in on 30. Martin off the screen into the lane. Seams cut him off on the drive. And they were trying to get the ball to Martin over in the corner. The ball's knocked out of bounds. Tech will have 8 to shoot. So we got 8 seconds to shoot on the shot clock with 10:38 remaining in the game. That's long since been decided. Tech has been in total control. Adam Seams will put the ball in play. Job has it. You better know the clock. 5 to shoot. Martin knows the clock. Into the lane, or does he? And they get a shot clock violation. But I thought when Martin was driving into the lane, and apparently he did not know the clock.
Yeah, definitely didn't check to see.
But you would think, though, communication. Other players would say, "You're going to have to shoot it. Shoot, you know." They can. Everybody on the court should be able to see the clock, right? No excuse not to see it now. New player into the game for Kentucky Christian. We'll get his name to you here in a second. Linwood Rowe. He did not play in the first half. Playing now as Raymer shoots a fall away. It won't go. Martin comes out of there with a rebound. Nice bounce pass to Seams. And Seams goes up and under with the left hand and lays it up and in. What a beautiful play by Adam Seams. Well, that's a thing of beauty, wasn't it?
It was.
There's a 3 ball, needs a roll, doesn't go. That 3 put up by Noah Curry. Martin down the lane with the finish.
That's 22 points for Martin off the bench. Lead all scorers.
And Tech has really blown this game wide open. I mean, they had a sizable lead at halftime, Eric, 25. And now they've taken it up to 40. Curry dials up a 3. It won't go. Stockstill with the offensive rebound. The putback is up and in.
And surprisingly, that's Stockstill's first points of the second half to get him in double figures with 11.
Seams races down the floor, has the ball stripped. And you know the name Curry, when I say Curry with the 3, you think it's going to go in, right?
Yeah.
Stockstill, a lot of contact. Jop blocks it. Nice defensive play by the big fella. And immediate timeout with an even 9 minutes remaining here in the second half as we watch that last play. Little Jop got the swat. 9 minutes to go, and it's all Tech. They lead 74-36 here on Video Productions.
It's 4th down, seconds on the clock. He hands it off, finds a hole in the middle. Clear, nothing but
Brian moves!
Incredible. Got touchdown for the win. I can't believe it.
Pizza, better with Pepsi.
And we welcome you back to the Raleigh County Convention Center. Tonight's game brought to you in part by Infinity Coal Company. They offer no premium, no deductible health insurance with dental and vision coverage. They also offer a company-paid life insurance, prescription drug coverage, and a company-matching 401k plan. You can apply for a job with Infinity Coal. You can go online through the Facebook page at United Coal Company. I'm Maris Lowry with Eric Thomas, heavy hitter Mr. Nick Eskins, producing and directing. The brains of the outfit was here. She must have slipped out the back door on us. Faith Alexander, and, of course, Jackie Moon on camera. And, Eric, you have some of the up-to-date numbers.
Yeah, the up-to-date numbers is the torrid hot shooting for Tech has continued as they're on pace to shoot over 55% for the game and 38% from three-point line and 85% from the free throw line. This is the most telling point is the defense. They've held Kentucky Christian to 12 second-half points.
And how many turnovers does Kentucky Christian
Up to
have?
19. 19 turnovers.
I said they were getting close to 30, not quite there yet.
Yeah, 20.
It just seems like it.
Yes.
All right, we're ready to go. And even 9 minutes remaining here in the game. That's since been decided. Tech has led from the opening tip. On Friday's game, they led wire to wire there as well. 22 to shoot. There's a little short shot right of the lane, and it is a little short, and that shot was put up by Jaden King Jr. And here's Cole Chapman with it. Tech will play Thursday night, and they will play Pikeville, Kentucky. They'll play at the Williamson Fieldhouse. That's an historic place, Eric, the old Williamson Fieldhouse. And the ball's knocked out of bounds. They'll stay with Tech.
Yeah, home with some I remember a state player of the year in the 80s, late 70s, early 80s, Mark Klein.
Mark Klein, yep.
Went on to play at Wake Forest.
In fact, my roommate at Concord was from Williamson and got to meet Mark Klein and go down and watch Wake Forest play in Greensboro a couple different times. By the way, when I sent Tech is playing University of Pikeville, Pikeville is one of the two teams that beat Tech earlier in the year as Adam Seams dials it up from downtown. So Tech trying to avenge one of their 2 losses of the year. And like I said, they'll play that Thursday night in Williamson. Williamson from here probably a good 2.5.
I was going to say, Pikeville's right there.
Good. Yeah, but for Tech, good 2.5 hours to Williamson. And you're right, Pikeville just right across the river there in Kentucky. Here's Curry on the drive, whips a pass. Ball's knocked out of bounds. It'll be Kentucky Christian with only 5 to shoot. Got to know the clock. Got to get it in and put it up.
Yeah, this is one of those where Tech will put heavy pressure on the ball, on the basketball, probably force it outside the three-point line.
Curry for 3, and it's short. And Haley will clear the rebound. Seams will find Haley, and Haley gets shoot and score.
13 points for Haley on the night.
Here's Curry having a little trouble getting the ball in the front court. And the shot's up and in, and who got that?
Curry finally knocks down a 3.
I taken my off the screen and off the floor just a second. And Curry able to knock down the 3 ball. Coming up on the 7-minute mark of the game. Here's Braden Chapman with the fall away on the baseline. Is good. You know, Eric, that wasn't bad defense. That's just better offense.
Yeah, 23 points for Chapman is cold. Chapman almost gets the steal.
And Seams almost had the steal and it'll be out of bounds. It'll stay with Kentucky Christian as we watch that last replay. Got a new player into the ball game.
I think the refs may have missed it. Is this the shot? Okay. I was wanting to see the side out.
Danny Maynard will check in the first time tonight for Kentucky Christian. Also, Darren Martin will check back in for Tech. Here's a 3 from the far side. I minute that ball left his hand. You can tell that was strong. And back the other way is Seams. And that last 3 was put up by Jalen King Joyner. Martin finds Haley. They knock the ball free. Seems a little fall away, and he knocks it down. So, you know, Eric, with 6:20 to go, and Kentucky Christian only at 39, they scored 62 the first time around. I don't think they're going to get to 62 tonight.
Yeah, they're going to struggle.
Maybe get to 52. Yeah, yes. Yeah. But Tech has really defended them well, shot the ball well. Yeah. And that's a recipe for W's when you shoot it well and you defend well.
And Kentucky Christian's added another player into the contest, Danny Maynard.
Yeah, he was in the last time they had the ball. They missed the shot there. But, you know, obviously Tech is not going to shoot the ball this good every night. But the one thing, even when you don't shoot the ball good, you can always play good defense.
Play defense and play with energy.
And Tech has definitely done that. We got a nice little crowd here tonight. Here about a week, and I call an offensive foul on Martin.
And I think it's the correct call because he extended that chicken wing a little bit.
Yeah, here we are about a week before Christmas. Got the Christmas decorations up in the arena. And let's see, we got a new player into the ball game. Trying to see who that is.
Alaska Jones.
Alaska. I wonder if he's from Alaska.
Maybe Juneau.
Could be. That is the capital of Alaska. Most people think beautiful. That's a kickball. You know, Eric, it's funny you say that because, you know, a lot of people think that Anchorage is the capital because that's probably the most common thing that people think of, but Juneau actually is the capital.
Yep.
Another thing, when you think of Alabama.
Pretty good at my geography.
Well, I know, and you're good at now. A lot of people think that Birmingham is the capital of Alabama, but it is not. Do you know what it is?
Montgomery.
That is correct. Eric, you can see Eric is almost as smart as me.
I got a question for you.
Okay.
How do you spell the capital of Kentucky, or how do you pronounce it? Is it Louisville or Louisville?
It's neither. It's Frankfurt. Hey, the heavy hitter's laughing at that. Eric tried to get me on one, and I caught him, didn't I, heavy hitter? Hey, when we're talking about capitals, you know the game's out of control at 80-39. Of course, you know, Eric, one thing I pride myself, I know all the capitals of every state, and it's funny you would do that because a lot of people have said that to me with not just Kentucky, but with other states.
Right.
Just like people don't know the capital of Nevada. Most people think that it's Las Vegas, and it is
Everybody
not.
knows Reno.
It is not Reno.
No.
It is not Reno. I'll tell you in a minute.
No, actually goes. It's Carson City.
That is correct. As Haley gets fouled on the putback.
Can't get me, man.
I know.
I had a daughter in sixth grade a couple years ago.
Hey, Nick's over here amazed that you and I know all this stuff. That's what you call being able to retain stuff, right,
That's
Eric?
right, retention.
Retention.
I only
that
know,
big word. Now,
only thing I don't know is what's not in there.
Hey, Eric, now don't ask me to spell it. But that's what I tell people. Boy, Haley misses that bad.
Man, that was the worst shot of the night, right?
I tell everybody, everything is in my brain except for what isn't. Coming up on the 5-minute mark, and Haley gets one of two.
Redemption on that free throw.
But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, as Tech will dip into its bench, Matthew Linville, he played a little bit in the first half back in there, but we're talking about the capitals of states. You know, the game's got a little out of hand, huh?
Yeah.
All right, final 5 minutes of this one. Stay with us in our Pioneer Community Bank post-game show. We'll have a quick wrap-up. There's Curry goes to the basket and lays it up and in.
Wow, and that's probably about the easiest line to the basket that they've had all night, that being Kentucky Christian.
Hey, you know, and speaking of Kentucky, you know, Eric, that would probably work on as Chapman. Is it Louisville or Louisville? That would probably work, which is the capital of Kentucky, on most people.
That's right.
But, of course, you know I'm not most people, right?
Was that Cole? That was Cole Chapman.
That was Cole
correct?
Chapman.
Hey,
Yeah, don't give it to Braden now.
I don't want to give it to Braden, man.
All right, coming up on the final 4 minutes of this one, which Tech has led wire to wire.
So Cole Chapman with that basket, Maris, is in double figures. So
Yeah.
it looks like 4 people in double figures.
Yeah, this is as that shot's missed. Seems to rebound. Offensively, this has been one of the better games that, and Cole Chapman's played well all year, but scoring-wise, this has been one of his better scoring games. Here's Martin with it. We're under 4 for the game. Martin will dial it up for 3. Left it short. And the rebounds by Maynard. Curry with it. Also another new player into the game. Drew Napier into the game. Curry gets a screen. Raymer will shoot a 3. That's strong. I could tell that was long when he shot it. And here's Martin, recipient of a nice pass by Chapman. And Tech turns it over. Martin did a Euro step, tried to get to the basket. He got too far
And
under.
I think Cole was crashing, or which one? I don't think that was Cole Chapman.
I thought it was. I could be wrong.
No, that was Danzer.
Danzer that made Cole Chapman made the throw, but Danzer on the
on the, but I think he was going to get in rebound position because with the Euro step, I think he thought he was going to shoot it, and the spacing was terrible. And Tech, they're knocking on the century mark.
Yeah. So 86-41 the lead for Tech. 3:28 to go. We'll be right back on Video Productions.
They're not the biggest, but with over 100 locations across West Virginia, chances are there's a little general store near you. With brand name gas and food you know and trust, and an assortment of snacks and comforts that make you feel at home wherever you are. So as you make your way to family dinners and football games around the fire, wherever your destination, we'll get you home for the holidays.
And welcome back to Beckley. And Eric, they've just updated some stats, and you've got some numbers brought to you by Pepsi.
Yeah, and the shooting percentage just keeps going up for Tech as they're 14 of 20 for the second half. That's 70%, and 4 of 10 from 3. That's 40%, Mayor. So on the game, right now. They are up to 58% from the floor and 39% from three-point range, while on the flip side, the cold shooting continues for Kentucky Christian as they're 5 of 23 the second half. That's 21% and 26% for the game.
Yeah, I really like the way that Tech has defended all night here. Got some new players into the game. We're going to need the entire roster. Eli Campbell will check in for Tech. Richard Fu into the game for Tech. And also, let me see who else is into the ball game for Tech. Simon Tesfat into the game for Tech as well. If I missed anybody, I got Linville already in there earlier. Goebel in there. He played a little bit earlier in the game. Final 3:20 of this one. And this has been long since decided. Actually, Eric, I think this game was decided like in the first, 5 minutes of the game.
Yeah, I mean, they really, as you stated, came out and put the foot on the throat as
Fu with the steal. Fu goes in with the left hand. Richard
Fu with the 2.
And Fu, I saw this here on my sheet here. He is from, I'll tell you here in a second, Taiwan, I believe. I'm going to double check that. There's a whistle and a foul.
Wow, look at Fu with the quick hands and the finish with the left.
He played at Tays Valley Christian in Taiwan. I knew he was from Taiwan.
Now you know your world geography, man.
I do. There's a drive into the lane. There's a foul. And it'll be Drew Napier will shoot a pair. That's one thing that you're talking about retention that I can't remember. I remember when we had a blank map and we had to fill in the states and the capitals.
Had to do the same. Had to color code most of them.
Yep.
Certain ones. So since we're talking about this is what maybe we had these classes, but it kills me when I go out of state and I have a West Virginia shirt on.
And people don't know where it is.
And they don't know, and they say, your capital's Richmond. It infuriates me. I'm like, did you not have geography? Did you not have to do the 50 states and know that we seceded and blah, blah, blah? I mean, it gets on my nerves.
Well, just like, Raleigh, the capital of North Carolina, people don't say, is that near Myrtle Beach, which is in South Carolina. It's Fu into the lane, puts up the shot, and it won't go. Yeah, I don't think they get North Carolina, South Carolina, or North Dakota, South Dakota messed up more than they do West Virginia and Virginia as Curry hits the 3. Did they not know that 1863 when West Virginia succeeded from the Union?
Who hit that 3?
That was Curry.
Curry has 2 threes in the second half.
So, Eric, you and I are really showing our geography and our history, right?
Correct.
Our overall knowledge. It's not just sports. Linville does it up for 3.
Wow, everybody's joining the fray. And you know what? It's good to see those guys that come out and practice, and make these guys better, get some of the action.
Right. That 3 ball is a little strong. That was put up by Maynard. You're right. These guys on the floor now, they practice real hard. You want to be able to see them get some time on the floor. Fu on the drive. Here's Tesfit with a little bank shot up and in.
And that was a good 2-man game, right? As Tesfit threw it to Fu, and Fu back to Tesfit. As these guys are really trying to get, what they want. They're wanting to get to 100 points.
Yeah, I don't know if they'll have enough time to get to that. There's a nice drive and a lay-in. That was a good play that time by Sanders. And have a rolling timeout and a new player into the ball game.
That's Carney.
Nolan Carney. Yeah, Eric, with 1:12 left, they're 7 points away. I mean, they could get to 100, but I think they'd be kind of hard.
Yeah, that's true, but
I mean, if they come down.
Somebody hits a 3.
Yeah, come down rain of 3 right here, and get a couple turnovers as we go under a minute for the game. Fu will take it in and have it swatted.
No 2 for Fu this time.
Nope. Linville, a little short shot is good. And we're down to the final 45 seconds. Curry will dial it up for 3. That'll be just graze the rim. And up and under that basket's good by Sanders. Fu races it down. If they hit a three here, maybe, Eric. And Fu turns it over. Final 34 seconds of the game, and Tech, like I said, we said we didn't think that maybe Kentucky Christian would get to 50 or 52.
And
they're right on
said
50 right now.
and they're right on, exactly right. And that was 39
Yeah, when they had
points,
39,
and
yeah.
it was 4 minutes and some to go, some change to go.
And more than likely, Tech will just dribble the timeout, and they won't get the 52, and there's no need for Tech to shoot it again, and that'll be it. Final score will be Tech 95 and Kentucky Christian 50. Kentucky Christian will now have lost 6 in a row. They will go to 1-13. Tech will now have won 7 in a row, and they will go to 9-2. Final score, Tech wins it 95-50. We'll take our fourth quarter break and then come back with the Pioneer Community Bank postgame show coming up next here on Video Productions.
They're not the biggest, but with over 100 locations across West Virginia, chances are there's a little general store near you. With brand name gas and food you know and trust, and an assortment of snacks and comforts that make you feel at home wherever you are. So as you make your way to family dinners and football games around the fire, wherever your destination, we'll get you home for the holidays.
You have a goal. You know what you want. Start with us, New River Community and Technical College, your community college. Take classes online or in a classroom in Beaver, Lewisburg, Summersville, or Princeton, or step outside the classroom in one of our technical or health programs. Find flexible and affordable options to help you reach your goal. It's closer than you think when you start with us, New River Community and Technical College. Apply today.
It's fourth down, seconds on the clock. He hands it off, finds a hole in the middle. Clear, nothing but
Brian moves!
Incredible. A touchdown for the win. I can't believe it.
Pizza, better with Pepsi. Massey Power Sports is your one-stop off-road and tractor destination. We have an awesome selection of side-by-sides, ATVs, dirt bikes, tractors, and kid machines. Our machines come loaded with features the other brands don't have and will save you thousands of dollars versus the competition. Massey Power Sports offers the best prices, the best service, and the best warranties. Our locations in Beckley and Cross Lanes are here to serve you. Online at MasseyPowersports.com. Massey Power Sports. We power your work and your adventure.
The 2025 New River CTC Invitational is back and bigger than ever with over 30 high school and college basketball teams. And we want you to be a part of it. Sponsorship opportunities are now available for the 7th annual New River CTC Invitational. From Bridgeport to Beckley, Martinsburg to Shady Spring, and all points in between, it's a great day to become a sponsor. Don't miss out. Contact us at 304-929-6734 or visit nrctcf.org to become a sponsor today.
Bismarck.
And we welcome you back as Eric and I are having fun with our states and capitals. And Tech had fun tonight, Eric, as we welcome you into the Pioneer Community Bank postgame show. 95-50 the final score, and it was never in doubt. For the second straight game that I've had a chance to broadcast Tech, Eric. Tech has led wire to wire as Braden and Cole Chapman's mom just came by and thanked us for the shout out. And I told you she's a fitness instructor, and she's like the Energizer Bunny. She never get tired. As now there's their dad coming by, but always good to hear from the Chapmans. They're really great people. Anyway, 95-50 the final score. And Eric, you have the numbers brought to you by Pepsi of Southern West Virginia.
Well, the numbers reflect the big win for Tech as they shot for the game 59%. A scorching 69% in the second half, 18-26. That's the numbers I want to give as far as and for the game. It tells on the other side of the coin how cold Kentucky Christian was. They shot 29% from the floor for the game. Tech was led in scoring by Darren Martin, Maris, with 22 points. No, Braden Chapman with his last bucket ended up with 23. Cole Chapman had 10. He got into double figures. And Thomas Haley, just a nice, calm 14. He just lights up the box scores. And the difference in the game, too, was turnovers as Kentucky Christian had 22 for the game.
Yeah, the way Tech shot it, that's really good. They got 7 more shots, and they made 20 more shots. They were 36 to 61. I think you gave that, and only 16 made field goals for Kentucky Christian out of 54 attempts.
And they had 30 points off of turnovers, Maris. I mean, that'll win you a lot of contests getting easy buckets like that.
Yeah, and the way they spread the wealth around, we talked about, 1, 2, 3, 4 guys in double figures and seems on the verge of being in double figures. The way Tech played offensively, but it's really what they did on the defensive end of the floor. Tech wins at 95 to 50. We'll take our final Pioneer Community Bank post-game show break. We'll come back. We'll wrap this up, put a bow on it, and wish everybody Merry Christmas, and we'll do it on the other end of the break coming up next year on Video Productions.
Here we grow again. Pioneer Community Bank is proud to offer a network of banks right here in our communities. By offering you more locations, Pioneer continues to meet all your banking needs where you are. Please stop by our New Harper Road location. We are truly investing in Southern West Virginia. Pioneer Community Bank. Friendly service, great products. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Life doesn't wait, so neither should your care. Whether it's a cough, fever, or stomach bug, Access Plus is here for those urgent moments.
From bumps and bruises to stitches and even x-rays, we've got you covered with extended hours and walk-in care for the whole family.
You do not have to be an Access Health patient to be seen. No appointments, no hassle, just quality care when you need it.
Access Health, where care meets community.
Don't drop the ball. Come see your hometown legends at the all-new Greenbrier Ford in Beckman. We won't be beat.
Hi, I'm Leanna Burnett with Window Road of Beckley. Are you dealing with those cold winter drafts through your windows? Is it causing your energy bills to rise? If you answered yes, Window World can help. Instead of dealing with those old drafty windows another year, call Window World of Beckley today. Yes, we work all year. Our windows are Energy Star efficient and designed to resist extreme weather. Make the smart investment with our no interest for 15 months. Call Window World of Beckley today.
Hey, my name's Paige, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is the crispiness of the breading and the tenderness of the filet. It's tasty, it's warm, it's total satisfaction.
Hi, this is Tanya, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is that warm bun, the perfectly seasoned chicken, and that pickle. Woo! I love it. There's a taste of my childhood in every bite.
Take care of this by the end of the day.
Sure, I'll take care of that. Done.
It's that easy with compliance. Compliance. We've got your back office.
Hey, Wes! Why'd we settle on skydiving?
Well, it's fall, and we're falling. I thought we could do a commercial about falling prices. Get it?
I guess. Where's your chute?
I knew I forgot something. Later.
During Truck Month, get invoice pricing on all 1,500 Sierras and Yukons, or ask about discounts up to $9,000 with no payments till next year.
Hey, I can see my house.
GMC, we are professional grade.
And we welcome you back to the Raleigh County Convention Center as we're going to box this up, wrap it up, and put a bow on it, Eric, as the final score, Tech defeats Kentucky Christian 95 to 50. Tech is 9-2 overall. They've now won 7 in a row. Kentucky Christian is now 1-13, and they have now lost 6 in a row. And kind of bookends, Eric, their first loss in this losing streak was to Tech, and now their last loss here, their 6th loss in this losing streak, is to Tech. But your final comments before we say our goodbyes.
Well, I think that Tech is really, have their sights set on that Thursday night matchup down in Williamson against a Pikeville team who they want to test themselves and see how much they've improved as they lost pretty well to them the first go-around. And I think Tech is well more schooled defensively right now, and I'd like to see how that matchup transpires Friday.
Yeah, it was
Thursday.
The second game of the season. It was back on Friday, November the 8th, down at Pikeville, Kentucky on their home floor. and Pikeville beat Tech 78-69 in that game. That's only one of the 2 losses. So the Raleigh County Convention Center not available on Thursday, no other place around. And I asked Coach George Wilmore, and he said, well, they worked out a deal to play the game in Williamson, so the game will be Thursday at the Williamson Fieldhouse. So that'll wrap it up here from the Raleigh County Convention Center. Tech with a big win. They defeat Kentucky Christian 95-50. For our entire crew, for Jackie Moon on camera, for the heavy hitter, Mr. Nick Eskins, who did a great job as always, produced and direct. Glad to have him back. He was gone for a couple days in Austin, Texas. But, the heavy hitter is part of our team, and even though things were good when he wasn't here, it's just not as good when the heavy hitter is not here. And for my partner, Eric Thomas, I'm Maris Lowry, repeating the final score. Tech defeats Kentucky Christian 95-50. Merry Christmas and good night, everybody.